Hey guys, so I just wanted to talk to you guys about the process of applying for a nurse practitioner license in Pennsylvania. So this is one of those things that your school, or at least my school, didn't really prepare me for. I kind of had to figure it out on my own as I went, especially after graduation. So hopefully this will help somebody else who's in the same situation that I am. So the first step to getting your license is pretty much applying for boards. So you can either take the ANCC or AANP. So either one doesn't matter. One is not better than the other. I think AANP is mostly clinical based versus ANCC is more clinical and theory. So if you're strong in clinical, then take AANP. If your theory is good or you are good at both, then take ANCC. But one is not better than the other. ANCC is actually more expensive than AANP by like $95, I believe. But don't quote me on that. But anyways, the first step is to actually take your boards. And the only way to do that is to make sure you have all your clinical courses. You took your pharmacology and it has to be within the last 5 years. And then you need your final transcripts. So once you take your boards and you pass, then you're good to go. So for the first step for me, for Pennsylvania, because that's where I live, I don't know about the other states, but it probably is very similar. The first step is to pretty much, the first step I did was go to the PA Board of Nursing website, and I pretty much typed in a little search, nurse practitioner application. And then you have to create an account if you don't already have one. You should have one already for being a nurse and renewing your license. So I had that information saved already. So I just logged into my nursing account, and then I applied for a new license, and then I just selected nurse practitioner and just fill in whatever was needed. In order to finish the application, you had to print out a document to verify your education. You need your education verification form done, which pretty much proved that you graduated from a school and that you took pharmacology. Once you do that, and then you need your transcripts sent to the board, and then you need your certification that you took, whether it was from AANP or ANCC, sent to your board. So for me, because I took ANCC, I went to the ANCC website and went under certifications, and then I requested for them to send my proof of certification to the PA Board of Nursing. Everything was all online. The first time you request for a proof of certification to any board of nursing, it's free. Anytime after that, it's going to cost you an extra $40 per person or per agency that you're sending it to. So it was free for the first time, so that wasn't bad. And they sent it to them, and that was pretty much it. Every week, the PA Board of Nursing would pretty much send me an email if I was missing any documents, saying like, oh yeah, you still need this form, or this form is still missing before we can process your application. And once everything is in, it doesn't take too long for them to approve it. So I actually started my process on June 1st, and by June 16th I had my license. And that was it for me. And once you get your license in PA, you need to get prescriptive authority. This allows you to actually write prescription. Just because you have a license does not mean that you can write prescriptions for medications or anything like that. You need to get a different license. And this is something I had to learn about. I thought I was all good just because I have a license, but nah, there's more. So once I had my license, I printed out the form for the prescriptive authority. The only thing with that is you can't really do that until you have a collaborating physician, because you need 2 physicians to sign off. Only one needs to sign off, but you need to have your original person and the backup name. So for me, because I already have a nurse practitioner job, the doctor that I worked with just signed my form, and I just mailed it in. So most of the time, you can't do your prescriptive authority until you have a job. I don't know how it works if you're working for yourself. I don't know. I didn't get that far yet. But yeah, so I filled out the form. I had my doctor sign it, and then we had another doctor that works in the office. I put their name as a secondary person just in case. and then I wrote a check for $95 and mailed it to the state. And then about a week later, I went to the PA Board of Nursing, and my prescriptive authority license number was there. And now I can prescribe medications that are non-narcotics. Now, the next step after you've gotten your prescriptive authority is to apply for DEA if you want to prescribe Schedule 2 drugs, 3, 4, narcotics. If you want to prescribe narcotics, you have to get your DEA license, which is about $731, something like that. It's like $700 or more dollars. Most places, your job will reimburse you for that, but if they don't, you have to pay for yourself. So I just went onto the DEA website. I started the application, paid my $700, and then I just waited. So it's very hard to check your status online. So I had to call them to make sure like everything was good on my end. When I called them, I gave them my application number, and they looked it up. It's like, okay, and they told me my DEA was already approved. They just can't give me the number over the phone due to safety reasons. So it will have to be mailed. So now I'm just waiting for it to be mailed to me. So that's really it. Those are the 3 things you need to do in order to become a licensed nurse practitioner in Pennsylvania. You need to first pass your boards, then apply for the nurse practitioner application, which is like $100, and then you have to get your prescriptive authority, which is $95, and then your DEA license if you want to prescribe the narcotics, and that's about $731. Once all of those things are in, you're pretty much good to go. You're officially an NP, and you can start working. I mean, you can start working before that, before you get your prescriptive authority. You just won't be able to write medications. But that's pretty much the process. Actually, I found the process to be a lot easy for Pennsylvania because everything was online. And I think even with everything going on, they move pretty quickly, especially if you email them. They get back to you and like fix your problem right away. So I was very impressed. And that's pretty much that for Pennsylvania. I have a New Jersey license. So I wanted to apply for a New Jersey NP license because I have a New Jersey nurse license. So I figured I might as well do it now and get it over with, right? So I started the application for New Jersey actually last week. I wanted to make sure PA was good because that's where I actually live. So New Jersey is a little bit more, I don't want to say complicated, but it's not online. So it's a lot of printing out of papers and mailing things. So with New Jersey, I literally just Googled New Jersey nurse practitioner license, and then like a PDF form came up with all, I think it was like 14 pages with the directions, address where you need to send everything, and the application. So I just filled out the application and then followed the direction that's on it and sent it to the board. So now I'm actually just waiting for New Jersey to just get back to me. So that's where I'm at right now. And for New Jersey, you need to get the form notarized. You need a passport photo. You need to send in like I think $100, then another $18.75 for like background check. And then you need to get your transcript sent to them. You need to send them proof of certification from ANCC to them as well. So all of that stuff I had to do, and I finally got it all done. And that's pretty much it. I don't think there's prescriptive authority for New Jersey. I think once you're licensed, you pretty much have the rights to practice fully. And that's it. If you guys have, I've been working for 2 weeks now. I will give you guys some more details about that another time. But just wanted to share with you the process that's involved in getting your license. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys. All right, have a good weekend, guys. Bye.